Politricks watch. This is Sir P. Now, the snake live up to his name. He's managed to slither away from the gun case and the depan. But that really shouldn't come as a surprise to you, because me telling you, say, the plan was to make Bookmice take the charge. So said, so done. Bookmice claims a fiend gun. The snake walked free. I could talk about Bookmice later. But first, make we address the elephant in the room. Make we address the rhinoceros in the room. There's a reason why the Jamaican public have very little faith in the Jamaican justice system. When people say them can't get a basic gun charge, we're not talking about nothing complex. We're not talking about any of the many murders with the snake responsible for. We're talking about a basic gun charge where them catch him with the gun in him car. Them can't get a conviction upon that. All them are going to tell we say, them are going to dismantle gangs and them are going to get these individuals, the violence producers, and at this point I'm sure the entire section of the Jamaican massive, yard and abroad, are chanting, "We don't believe you." Now, as you can see on your screen, dancehall producer Shabsnake has been freed in the gun court, firearm and ammunition charges. The 31-year-old was freed after no evidence was offered against him. No evidence was offered against him. You see, you might be thinking in your head, say, there was some kind of heavyweight match between the prosecution and the defense, right? Win. No. And the defense alone didn't have the ring of fight. Prosecution, they didn't have the corner, told over head, a sip water. Them never even bothered, them never even throw the first thump. Right? They not even go for one choke, they not even go for one pinch, not even pinch them try pinch him. Maybe I look at one knee when the referee now look nothing. No fight not me also. Right? No evidence was offered against him. You see, in a certain country, they may still hold the snake. Because even though Bookmice claims say a female, there were still other things them could have dropped on. Why didn't I go in a court with fingerprints, DNA, ballistics, what them thing they did? Nothing at all. No evidence against him. Man, them call today. Right. Man, them wrap it up quick, right, and run, go home, go watch Days of Our Lives, and Young and the Restless. Bookmice saw a fiend gun. Bookmice. We know say nothing go so. But Shabsnake, are you done? Now I don't know when promise you. The fact remain, you play a major role in getting the snake off the charge and back on the streets. Bookmice, remember how you struggle with just basic jailhouse. Now you go hang out with some actual criminals. Because Bookmice, we must say, you're just a little follow back, you know. One thing if you understand, say Bookmice, even though I'm a quote-unquote producer, as you can see on your screen, Bookmice Records, right? We don't even know what kind of logo that. Right? That is thing that look like one rabbit mixed with a rat, mixed with a squirrel, mixed with a honey badger. Whoever designed that, give out the money. But Bookmice, you're mainly a gun bag. We don't know if you're ready, right? Before you get yourself into. You see, Bookmice is one of the many males who walk back at the snake, linger around him, and when the snake there with him bridging them, and you know the man them buy some liquor. When the buckle reach about halfway or 3/4 and them done and no one no more, then pass it to Bookmice. If him take some picture and take some video and post on him Snap, post on him IG, and go on like say, him a live big life. That's Bookmice job. Follow back a gun bag, clout chaser. See where clout chasing get him now. In many ways, Book Mice is the perfect cannot fodder. Because Shabsnake no lose nothing at all. He did not lose a friend, even though we have put quote unquote when I talk about friend and Shabsnake because we know how female loyalty thing already, we even friend him. Right. So he's not no friend to the snake. He's not a leading member of the gang. He's not no you to a quote unquote step in the streets if he inflict no serious damage upon him mobile enemies them. Right. So the snake never really lose nothing. All the snake lose right, for 6 years, and he won't be doing 6 years by the way. But all the snake lose is just a fella backer, right, who then used to get the buckle him, right, for pose with. He's just one less man for each up in a front time car. He's just one less man he have to buy liquor for. Right. He's just one less gun bag, right, who want pose upside down. This is a win-win situation for the snake. He bust the case, right, and then get rid of another expense. Because the snake keep them meat around him. And it look like say after times like this. Let me tell you now about the justice system in Jamaica. The same justice system where the snake just embarrassed. You see, it's easy for them say, yo, just take the charge man and we are get this and we are get that. It's because them know that the laws in Jamaica as it relates to illegal possession of firearm are weak. So them know say there's a very strong chance they are going to just do 1 year or 2. Somebody like Shabsnake who can either bribe Book Mice with a whole heap of money as he tried to do with the police officer. But you see, if the law did say 15, 20 years minimum, it is a much harder to get Book Mice to work with that plan, even if you try to threaten him. Because there are not many people who are going to 20 years of jail for nobody. You could have bad, like a wasp. A matter of fact, if I saw the law is serious, Book Mice would I rather go work with the prosecution against the snake. But that's if you might face 15, 20 years. But when you face 3 years, 2 years, then you're a bit more open to certain ideas. You see, the justice system, the criminal industry complex, them benefit from Jamaica having such weak and pathetic laws for the last 60 years. Them benefit from having a system where them can give quote-unquote advice and tell people say, you know, say, if you take that charge, this is going to happen because based on legislation, you're only going to be facing about 3 to 4 years. Right, this is your first offense, so you're only going to do about 1/3, maybe a half. You'll be out in a year or 2 the most. When you hear that, plus somebody are going to say, see one couple million here. Remember, Shabsnake offered a police officer $2 million. How much do you think him can offer Book Mice to take the charge fee? Money and nothing to the snake. Money are the least of the snake problem. Of all the problems that we have right now in Jamaica, money are the least. So, people who support the snake are going to say, see it? Not guilty. See it? A Book Mice gun. See it? When you just did that fight against the snake causing the bad mind. But what them really say is that the Jamaican justice system is sponsored by the letter L. And that's a capital L, by the way. When somebody like Book Mice and the snake can outwit Jamaica's justice system, then you know, sir, we have some serious problem. We're not talking about high-level 116s, yes, sir. We're not talking about people who are so cleverly hidden in the system that you're surprised when you hear say like him or done him na. You're talking about somebody who is openly a criminal, somebody who is openly a done. You're talking about Shabsnake. You're talking about somebody with them catch with illegal matter in them care and them still can't get him. No more than if you understand something, people of Jamaica. Even if him did get convicted, let's say he was found guilty. He wouldn't be facing no whole part time anyway. And as we see with people like Turbo, being in jail is very unlikely to stop him from putting out orders and getting people killed anyway. Let me say that again. Even if the snake was convicted, he may have still managed to get his enemies killed. Turbo can do it. Your favorite artist can do it. Black Azan can do it. So why wouldn't Shabsnake do it? Why wouldn't Shabsnake, who would still have all the same links, all the same money, all the same crooked cops, all the same, you think that him can buy out water to get phone in a jail? You think your favorite water, I go say, well, me get this 87 phone, me get Turbo phone, but me not get Shabsnake. Do you think that would happen? So, them can't deal with criminals at our road, and them can't deal with criminals without jail. Irie, man. No problem, man. You see, we just hear say, the war will go on in Mobile. That war that's been going on from Wapi Kill Philo is going to be quelled by June. So right now, I cannot miss a business opportunity. After what me see those go down with the snake, after me see, them couldn't even present some evidence against the snake. And then become hear about by June, situation I got quell, I cannot miss this opportunity. I want you to look on your screen. This right here, so, is the special edition Junicons. Yes, we have the special edition Junicons for sale. What them say by June, lick me for the Junicons. See them there? Now, the one on the right, that one is custom. That one costs 50% more than the other two. That one, you notice is embossed with the JCF logo because the JCF say by June, them are quell what go on in Mobile. Now, I know say nobody in Mobile don't take that serious. I know say the PIA don't take that serious. But I would love it if them prove everybody wrong. I would love it if them follow through on them word. Because you see when June done, how much days in June? 30 days of September, April, June, 30 days June have. You see June the 30th, we shall be analyzing the results. We shall be looking at the data. And we are going to see what kind of quelling go on. Because we want to know how people who can get somebody as obvious as the snake are going to quell the situation in the next couple months. Them never do it for the last how much 10 years. But they might do it in the next couple months. Make we see it. Sure we say. We misjudge. Not just the JCF. Not just the JDF. Not just the justice. Please. Sure we say. We must take goodness serious. Shabsnake. This is indeed a victory for you. But this might turn out to be a hollow victory. Remember, you're still actively involved in a gang war. Can't let the madness, even when Shabsnake is on trial, even when Shabsnake had court coming up, him still have 87s that kill people. Just like Dark Paw, they wonder if he was safer behind bars. But we're going to see how this turn out. The only way this can get worse, people of Jamaica, is if Shabsnake end up turning another bird brain. And by that I mean, him left the country, they are foreign, and now him just send money, right? And dictate things, and just destroy the communities even worse. Because the fact that him that are foreign would make him be even more comfortable. Because as we see with bird brain, right? No matter how much JCF talks, how we're going to get and we're going to get, I know they can't get it. Like, them literally know everything there is to know about bird brain. Them self-come on TV and telling us the bird brain and keep up the foolishness, and I'll know you don't see one extradition letter drop. So if the snake was to drop a fine, you know say, I basically hate that. And you might say, well, you can't say that, Chirpy, because they might still, if you do not, they might send for him. Well, I'm glad you have confidence in the system. I'm glad you have faith in the system. Right now, I have more faith in that unicorn where I sit on the left. The one that on the 2 back foot, children stay in school. Right? There's no such thing as 2 back foot, right? Feet. But you know it, Gary, we're not going to school. So you see the unicorn that on the 2 back foot, I have more faith in that unicorn than the system. So when you tell me, say, them a go, but just sit back and watch. But as for the PIA, as for the special ops, our mission continue. But we can't dress it up. You can't pour no sugar on that one. You can't pour no ketchup on that one to make it taste better. The Jamaican justice system has been embarrassed. Egg all over them face. Anyway, H Squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Vulture Squad, see you circling. Bless.